Hello little dreamers and grown-ups too. Time for our sleepy breaths. Smell the strawberries. Blow the dandelions. Ready for some stories? Great. Benny and the Pillow Glade. One hush-filled evening, Benny, Pip and Ron felt their eyelids grow heavy as starlight drifted through the window. Suddenly, they began to shrink from the size of kittens to the size of thimbles until ordinary carpet became a towering meadow around them. Blinking sleepily, they found themselves at the edge of a glade where the ground was dotted with mounds of the softest pillows, round, puffy, and inviting. The air was warm and smelled faintly of lavender. With every step, their paws sank into feathery softness. Napping mice dozed in little hammocks. Gentle doze beetles hummed drowsy songs. Somewhere nearby, a silvery sound floated in the air. The dream harp. It stood at the center of the glade, its strings spun from cosmic silk. With gentle paws, Benny plucked a string. The note was pure and light, rising into the night like a floating bubble. As each note danced from the dream harp, fluffy clouds formed above them, pillow-shaped, gentle, and glowing just enough to light the way. Benny and Pip hopped on, and the clouds carried them higher, drifting slowly around the glade as lullabies echoed from the harp below. Pillow creatures, snooze owls, slumbering squirrels waved and blinked, drifting even deeper into gentle slumber. The friends curled up together on the biggest cloud as notes from the dream harp wrapped them in a hush of peace. All their daytime worries melted away. Around them, the pillow world grew quieter, softer. The beat of their hearts matched the slow, sleepy song. Slowly, the clouds floated back down, settling Benny, Pip and Ron onto a mound of the dreamiest pillows. The dream harp strummed one last silvery note, soft as a sigh, inviting them to drift away, safe and together, into the deepest sleep. The end. Benny and the Sleepy Baby Goat. In a moonlit valley draped with sparkling mist, Benny, Pip and Ron wandered softly along a path of glowing stones. The air shimmered with hush and possibility. As they explored, they heard gentle bleats and discovered a family of kind-eyed goats cozy together under a willow sweep, gently rocking a wide-awake baby goat. No matter what the family tried, soft lullabies, leafy blankets, bouncing on mossy tufts, the little goat just couldn't settle down. Benny had an idea. He plucked a single luminous reed from beside the river and handed it to Ron, who gently played it like a tiny flute. Pip tapped two pebbles together, adding a gentle, rhythmic beat. Instantly, a dreamy melody filled the night air. Soft, winding notes, sweet as wild honey, and winding as the path they had wandered. The valley grew quieter, and even the breeze seemed to sway in time. The baby goat's ears twitched, eyes fluttered, and a tiny yawn escaped. One by one, the other animals paused to listen. Sleepy foxes, napping field mice, and even glowing fireflies. Cradled by music and starlight, the baby goat curled up and at last drifted into peaceful sleep. The goat family sighed with relief, full of gratitude, and invited Benny, Pip, and Ron to share their patch of soft clover for the rest of the night. As the friends dozed off, the melody wound through the valley, carrying sweet dreams to every creature under the sleepy sky. The end. If you enjoyed these gentle stories, please consider tapping like and subscribe. It really helps this little channel grow, and we'll be right here every night. Benny and Trudy Tumble. On a shimmering dusk, Benny, Pip and Ron wandered into a blueberry blue field sprinkled with stars. There they met Trudy Tumble, a round little raccoon in stripy pajamas, whose job was to spread cozy blankets across the whole sleepy valley before night fell. Trudy Tumble hummed a goofy tune and juggled armfuls of patchwork blankets, fluffy ones, sparkly ones, ones dotted with clouds or stitched with secret pockets. She danced, twirled and fluffed each one onto napping animals, giggling mice, and even grumpy old hedgehogs. But that night, Trudy's magical blanket sack had gotten all twisted. Blankets were tangled, and bedtime was at risk. Benny, Pip and Ron offered gentle paws and clever thinking. Benny carefully untied little knots. Pip reformed crumpled blankets with a soft bounce. And Ron delivered each blanket to the snuggliest, sleepiest creatures with a floating twirl. As Trudy hummed her signature tune, Benny, Pip and Ron finished the job, making sure every creature was tucked, cozy and calm. Trudy rewarded them each with a tiny, magical pocket blanket just their size. Blanketed in warmth, the friends nestled in by Trudy's side as the stars began to twinkle. All across the valley, nighttime grew soft, sweet, and full of sighs. The end. Benny and the Sky Piano's Lullaby. One magical night, Benny, Pip and Ron glided up, up, up on a cozy breeze, higher than the tallest trees until they found themselves drifting among the stars. The sky there was deep indigo, brushed with sleepy silver clouds and sprinkled everywhere with twinkling lights. As they floated, a hush fell, and then from the very heart of the stars, a glimmering piano appeared. Each key glowed with its own soft light, and stardust drifted in gentle arcs with every note. Curious and sleepy, Benny padded closer. Pip peeked over the edge of a cloud, and Ron twirled in lazy circles listening. Benny gently pressed a glowing key, and a dreamlike note bubbled into the sky, echoing through the constellations. The stars nearby began to shimmer, their lights pulsing in time with the music. Pip and Ron joined in, taking turns pressing the magical keys. With every gentle melody, new clouds swirled into musical shapes, soft puffs of lullaby. Soon the whole night sky sang. Each star leaned closer, humming quietly along with the piano song. And below, in beds and nests and dens, all the world's little dreamers sighed and relaxed. At last, as the final sleepy note lingered, Benny, Pip and Ron nestled together on a moonbeam. The sky piano gently closed its lid. The clouds wrapped around them, and all the stars settled down for the gentlest, quietest rest. The end. Good night, little dreamers.